Hey, what's up, everybody? So, on Wednesday, when I uploaded my terribly late review of the Legend of Korra episode 10, I stated in the video that I was going to make a video responding to the comments on last week's review because I didn't get to them before they made the new comments, the new comment system. And so this video is going to be me responding to those comments. And I don't have very many, so it's going to make it much easier. But really quick, I just want to state that I understand that change is constant. It's the only thing that's really truly constant in our world. But if you're making changes that are bad, but you can clearly see that they're not good, because even on my current videos, like my newer video, there are like two comments. It's like, you're not authorized to comment on this comment. I'm like, it's on my page and it's on my video. I'm going to start calling Google Plus Google Minus because it's taking away a lot of the fun and interaction when it's supposed to be improving it. So for now, you're called Google Minus Google Plus. That's wonderful. You've got a nickname for me. So I'm not going to dwell on it. Hopefully they get all the bugs worked out, and somebody's sitting there going like, "Wait a minute, this is not working." Whoever's testing it. But as of right now, they're doing a poor job. Because I could not respond to the comments in the correct way, I'm going to respond to them, and this is going to be responding to the comments, episode 9, the guide. The first commenter, and thank you so much for commenting. If you do, I really appreciate it. The first comment comes from Emily Minaj. I'm sorry, I'm going to read the comments out loud. I hope that doesn't make you guys uncomfortable. It says, OMG, I agree. Mako and Asami, in my opinion, are built on lust. But what bothered me is him moving on so fast. I'm glad Bolin took notice. It has only been a week, though I ship Makora. It is very hard for me to watch because that kiss was intentional. Once is a mistake, twice isn't. And the land writing, OMG. I definitely agree. I just hope all this bad writing is really redeemed. I kind of don't want to see anyone redeemed in a simple way at this point. But I'm sure everything will tie in nicely. Emily, I certainly hope so, because I love Lynn, as I stated in one of my videos. I can't remember which one it is now. Oh, it's this one. I am married, going to marry her. We're getting married, and everyone is invited. I'm sending out invitations very soon here. So I don't appreciate the way that they're treating her character. They could really draw anybody with actually a no-name character, and I would be much more happy with them saying, "Oh, I have to follow a lead," when they dismissed the lead in the prior episode. So that makes me mad. And then Mako Nasami, I'm like watching that episode, watching that part. I'm like, they were about to start looking at the ceiling and seeing what color it is in a few moments, because that's where that scene felt like it was going. And I was just like, I don't appreciate that. I really don't. Avatar The Last Airbender was always, there was always a chord struck with the maturity and the immaturity, and it's immature for even teenagers to behave that way, I think. So I wasn't very happy with that either. But hopefully everything does tie in nicely. Hopefully everything is, wrapped up in a clever way that we're not like, well, okay, yeah, well, that's great that you did that, but it was obvious, or it was, nah. So great comment, Emily. I really do agree with you as well. And hopefully the writers do something. The next commenter, there's two comments from this commenter. I believe it's SB Lover 99. Now that like all the names are changing or whatever, like Google Plus wants you to update your name, but it used to be really fun like reading people's names, because sometimes I would mess them up so very terribly. But this one I believe is SB Lover 99. Thank you for your comments. The first one is I'm not really fond of what they did with Lynn either. I mean, it just made me think this is the same Lynn that took out an Equalist airship and sacrificed her bending for Tenzin's family. Amen. Also, who broke them people out of prison. Still one of my most favorite scenes of book one. The prison break. The prison break scene. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I totally agree that Lynn, they need to do something different with their writing for these characters. They're basically like stand-in, characters, but they're just giving it to somebody that's already established. We don't need that. We need somebody that's not established. So we like, oh, we don't like them anyway. So they can do whatever dumb things they want as long as they don't mess up what's going good with the original characters. But having Lynn been like, oh, I dwell. I try not to dwell, but I do dwell. And the Lynn writing is making me mad. The second comment from SB Lover 99. I loved it when Bumi was poking Tenzin with that stick. It reminded me of when Saga was poking Zuko in Firebending Masters. Laugh out loud. That scene from Avatar: The Last Airbender, he's like, so all we need to do is make Zuko back. That is one of my favorite scenes. He's like, ah, ah, ah. He's like making no sound, and so I think that's probably one of the reasons why I thought Boomy like holding the stick at Tenzin's back was so hilarious, because he's like, you in the spirit roll yet? I rolled. I had to pause. I have DVR. I had to pause the episode because I was laughing so hard. Oh my gosh. So I agree with both of your comments. That part was hilarious, and we need to get something done with Lynn that's different. That's interesting. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Lynn going to be mentioned again, so I'm going to say something else. The next comment is from Katniss Yue. Now, I believe that's how the last name is pronounced, or the second name in the YouTube. If that's your real name, that's freaking awesome, and may the odds be ever in your favor. And I hope that you don't turn into the moon until you're ready. But let me go ahead and read your comment, Katniss. It says, just so you know. For some reason, I don't like that phrase. Every time I say it, it sounds like I'm being mean. So I try to avoid saying "just so you know." Your comment isn't mean in any way, shape, or form. It's just so you know, if you haven't heard already, both Lynn and her family are supposed to be heavily featured in book 3. So if she doesn't redeem herself by the end of this season, there is still hope for her in the next book. I love Lynn, so I'm happy that I do know I'm a Uber fan, so I like follow, and listen to things on social media and watch YouTube videos, and so I know that she's going to be featured more heavily, and I believe it's the upcoming book 3. And so yeah, I'm really excited to see if they do something that's Lynn. Like they nailed her character, they nailed her in the book 1, and then they were just like, well, we kind of don't know what to do with her now, so let's just slap her in. You could have had another person. They could have had Chief Saikon come back and like Korra gave her his bending back. I would have appreciated that a little more than watching Lynn. But okay, so back to responding to the comment. Yes, I do know that she's going to be featured more heavily in book 3, I believe it is. Oh my gosh, my skin is itching. So if I keep moving, it's because I'm scratching my thigh and my calf muscle is so irritating. So thank you so much for commenting, Katniss Yue. And I'm sorry if I offended you, but I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Yue is a character. And then also I've read the Hunger Games trilogy, and Katniss is, spoiler alert if you... well, I guess it's not really a spoiler given a name, but so on to the next comment. It's from Mega Black Kid. I think that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. And Mega Black Kid says there has to be some sort of reason Lynn is acting this way. But to be honest, seeing this come out of my fave character also is very disappointing. yes, I am disappointed with the direction that Lynn, like, I mean, she's really not, like, there's no need for her to be there. Like, she could literally be like paint thinnered out of the episode, and we'd be like, oh, were there supposed to be some lines there? Well, well, okay, I get where they're going now. So it's frustrating. Hopefully, we don't have that many episodes left. But hopefully she's, yeah, not. Oh gosh, I'm so mad about it. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna dwell on it. At least not for this comment. Thank you for commenting, Mega Black Kid. I'm also a Mega Black Kid. Um, the next comment is from Josh Benson. Mr. Benson, I'm gonna read your comment last because it is freaking awesome. So we're gonna go to Laura Ann, and Mega Black Kid and Laura Ann, and I think XB Lover, like, they comment on almost all of my videos. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Laura Ann, which her YouTube name used to be different. It's like La Baby something, La Baby or something like that. Her comment is, I really like this episode, but the whole Mako Asami rebound thing and the way they are writing Lynn's character definitely rubbed me the wrong way. I agree, of course. Other than that, I have no complaints. I'm hoping I'm hoping Eska and Desna switch to the good side, seeing that their father doesn't much care for them and is more absorbed with himself and his goals. I absolutely adore all the scenes with Tenzin and his family. They were hilarious and very much the highlight of the episode. Agreed. Boom June, who comes up with stuff like that? Like, it's and it. I love the family interaction with Tenzin, but it's so frustrating because it's like really funny things and really cleverly done things and really good writing and like bits of the episodes, and then you're like, wait a minute, what happened here? Like, it's I watched this YouTuber named Mango Cyrene, I believe, and she said it's almost as if the writers like get to a point where they're like, oh, I can't do anymore. Like, I've done some good writing, now it's time to make these characters not make sense in this episode, and I concur with that statement. It's shocking that they would do that or have the capability to do that. I said in the previous video, like, we're never going to ever strike a chord with like, oh, this episode had bad writing and good writing, but it reached the balance. Like, the balance was no. It's like it needs to be good writing all the way through, or we're not gonna like it. So yeah, Mako Nasami, I'm definitely opposed. I don't know where we're going with that. Hopefully they address it and they're like, say something like, well, we can't really do this. I'm friends with Korra. I used to date Korra. Actually, we kind of broke up, but still, like, it just bothers me. I guess it. No, I don't know. I don't. Season one's breakup thing, like, that was abrupt. I don't know. I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm so bad at dwelling. So the last comment, or the more recent, however, in YouTube-ness, is from Raven Blackman. Thank you so much for commenting. And then I'm going to read Josh Benson's comment. It says, I was mad at the whole Mako and Asami relationship rebound, but I enjoyed the Korra and Spirit things. You know what I mean? But I was mad because of the Makora breakup and the quick Masami reunite. Yes, it doesn't make any sense. It's not driving the season in any way, shape, or form. It's not elevating the story or improving it at all. So it needs to go away. Actually, I am a Makora shipper. I mean, I say it was the title of one of my videos for book one. It was like, Makora will reign supreme. And so I would like them to take this time to, find out what they want to be as teenagers. Do I want to be a good cop or a cop that consorts with criminals and doesn't say anything until I get caught, but I ratted out my girlfriend? Do I want to be a business owner or do I want to be a broke girl? Like, Do I want to be a bad avatar or a good avatar? Like, these questions need to be answered before you go into relationships. So it's kind of mean at me. But yeah, the Mako and the Sami thing, it's just not good. So Josh Benson. The reason why I wanted to read his comment last because it's hilariously awesome. I said in this video that I'm reading the comments from that me and Lynn are getting married and our wedding date is set, or I'm setting a wedding date. So Josh says, "I'll cater your wedding with Lynn, stewed sea prunes and fire flakes, baby." Hilarious. I probably laughed for about 5 minutes after that. And so my response to that is, if you run out of stewed sea prunes, just remember that ocean kumquats will do just the same. And then also, as a side, I would like to put in a request if you're going to cater my wedding. We would like 5 flavor soup and fire gummies for dessert. So thank you, Josh. I'll send you a check. Send me whatever your expenditures are for the catering. It's probably going to be a lot of people here on YouTube. Any Avatar fan that wants to come to my wedding can. So yeah, I believe your comment was really awesome. And so that concludes my little video about responding to the comments. And I really hope that they work out whatever is going on with the current commenting system. It's a little frustrating, but as usual, if you watched this video, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, comment, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Everybody's entitled to an opinion. And I will review episode 11 more quickly than a week later. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Peace out, YouTube.